Now, as a trainer, time and time again, I always run into this issue where people will tell me like, dude, I really want to get in shape, but like to get the protein powders and then the multivitamins and stuff, it's just, oh, it's so expensive. And it's only expensive if you're doing this one piece improperly. What is that piece? Well, a lot of times what people do is they have their current lifestyle and then they try to add in the protein shakes, the supplements, the pre-workouts, all on top of what they're already doing. And that's where you're going to go wrong. You see, you got your budget of how you're already spending your money, and the point isn't to spend more money to put things on top of it. What you need to do is you need to find the pieces that are not serving you, take them out, and then use the money that you already were spending and then spend it towards things that will actually get you further faster in your fitness. So for example, with the protein powder, when I'm working with my clients, I tell them there's two things they need to do when it comes to their diet. The first thing, you can think of these as almost like guardrails. The first thing is we got to find the amount of calories that you need to be at. If you're trying to gain weight, there's a certain amount of calories that you need to eat. If you're trying to lose weight, there's a certain amount of calories that you need to stay under. So we find that number. And then we find the number of protein, the amount of protein that you need to eat every single day in order to get in shape. It doesn't matter if you're trying to gain weight or lose weight. There's a specific amount of protein for each individual person that they need to hit in order to reach their goal physique. And when we have these two numbers, it doesn't matter what you do in between them. As long as you're following those two things, you're golden. So with the protein thing, for example, let's say you need to eat 200 grams of protein a day. We're not going to add the protein on top of what you're already eating. We're going to pivot what you're already eating to help you hit that number. So with the protein shakes, what I do, most often 3 scoops of protein in the morning. So that's like 75 grams right there. And then after my workout, I have another 3 scoops. That's another 75 grams. So that's 125 grams of protein right there. We're not even counting food yet. Just from protein powder, I have 125 grams. And this is where people say, dude, that can get kind of expensive, because you can imagine 3 servings in the morning and in the afternoon, the protein powder is going to be used up really fast. However, when it comes to the money that I was going to spend on food to get the 125 grams of protein, it's significantly less. A pound of ground chicken, which is about 80 to 100 grams of protein. We'll just say 80 grams. That's typically like $7 at the grocery store. So $7 for 80 grams of protein. How much would that be with protein powder? Well, unless you're getting a protein powder brand that isn't just obnoxiously high in price, like let's say it's like an average price, you get like 30 or 40 servings and it's like $50. More often than not, 30 grams of protein is going to come out to be about $1 when it comes to protein powders or protein shakes. So it's like the brand that I'm taking right now, it's about $1 for 30 grams. So 3 scoops of it, 75 grams, it's $3, as opposed to the $7 for the ground chicken. And keep in mind, for the ground chicken, I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta buy the thing. I gotta drive back home. I gotta cook it. I gotta use seasoning. I gotta then, you're not just gonna have just the ground chicken, you're gonna have other things with it. So maybe like some broccoli or like a little side dish. Now that $7 dish is getting closer to $10, $12, and you got the time of driving to the grocery store, driving back, cooking the food, doing the dishes, eating the food, and now it's coming out to be pretty expensive, the food. Whereas the protein shake, 3 scoops, add some water, I drink it in like 60 seconds, I'm good to go. It costs $3. I got the protein delivered to my door through Amazon. I finished it in 60 seconds, and I'm good to continue throughout my day. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't get your protein from food, but I'm just trying to point out you can get a lot of protein from your protein powders and have it not break the bank. Now, another thing, multivitamins, pre-workouts, even supplements that help you go to sleep. Some people look at that stuff and they're like, dude, you're spending $40 for your multivitamins? Yes, I am. Technically like $44, including tax and everything like that. And you might be thinking as well, like, that's a lot of money. $44 for supplements. Well, just for the multivitamin. However, there's about 40 servings. You take it once a day, it's $1 a day to guarantee that you're getting all the nutrients that you need in your body to succeed with reaching your fitness goal. So are you okay with spending $1 a day to get all the nutrients that you need? I would say yes. If you were to try to get that all from food, it would be super expensive. There's some foods that you can't even get some nutrients from certain foods without having to spend an exorbitant amount of money to get some weird exotic type of goji berry style type of thing. Or you can just get a multivitamin and you're good to go. Drink it with your protein shake in the morning, bam, you just set up your whole day for success right there. Same thing with the pre-workout. It's like, dude, $30 for a pre-workout? That's crazy. But again, if it's got like 30 servings in it, that's about $1 a day for the pre-workout. And the way that I see it with the pre-workout is it's not just something I take before my workout. It's something that I'm able to take to help give me the motivation and the energy that I need to have a fantastic workout. Because you've had those times where it's like, oh, I feel tired. I don't know if I want to work out. You get that feeling? Bam, you drink your pre-workout, you're good to go. You're gonna have a fantastic workout. You're gonna be feeling great. And then afterwards, you're gonna be way happier that you did it. And what did that cost you? Just $1. You know, you gotta think of it like that. It only cost you $1 for that. So throughout the entirety of the day, I've had 75 grams of protein. Comes out to about $3. I had multivitamin. Guarantees I'm getting all the nutrients that my body needs to succeed. That was about $1, probably a little bit less than $1. And then when it comes to my workout, I'm having a fantastic workout. And how was I able to do that? By spending another $1. So by spending $5, just $5 during the day, I've set my body up for success when it comes to how I'm starting my morning. I've provided it with the nutrients it needs to maximize the recovery process of the workouts. And then I'm getting a fantastic workout on top of it, all for $5. And then of course, after the workout, I'm having another 75 grams of protein, which comes out to, again, just another $3. So for less than $10, I've laid the foundation of getting in shape really, really quickly. And it's what that's done is it's replaced all the other things. You could go to McDonald's, I've gone to Taco Bell and have spent $16 on food. Not only did I still feel hungry afterwards, but it didn't provide me all the protein that I needed. It didn't provide me all the nutrients that I needed. And it damn sure did not help me feel fueled and amped for my workout. Meanwhile, the protein shake, the multivitamin, the pre-workout, and then protein shake after the workout sets me up for success. So if you're looking at your budget, you're looking at how you're spending your money already, don't say, how can I add this on top of what I'm already doing? No, you got to totally replace what you're currently doing and take those things out that are not serving you to be able to add in the protein shakes, to be able to add in the multivitamins and things like that. Because a lot of times people will be spending about, like $10 to $12 per meal. And those meals may not even be serving you. Those meals may not even have any protein in it to help you hit that 200 gram protein goal, if that's what the goal is for you. Plus all the extra calories and things like that. So it's really a perspective shift that you need to have. You know, I said it and I'll say it again. It's not about how can I add this stuff on top of what I'm already doing. No, you got to change what you're doing. If you want to change, you have to change things in your environment. And most of the time that starts with changing how you're spending your money, not necessarily how much. And trust me, you will save money doing it this way, but it's not necessarily changing how much you're spending, but where you already are spending that money. The money's already being spent, but where are you spending it? So hopefully this was able to provide you with some inspiration, a little bit of guidance, a better understanding of how you can kind of budget out your money to get the most out of your supplementation, to guarantee that you're going to be getting some great results in the gym and outside of the gym. And if you got any questions, comment it down below. I will answer every single comment or question that you have. Challenge me on that one. Make sure to be subscribed if you want more great fitness content like this. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.